Akshara Academy YouTube channel. In this session, I am going to discuss solar system class 8th CBSE chapter 17 stars and solar system. NCERT textbook exercise question and answers. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Please share your valuable comments in the comment section. Okay, let us go to the today's session. First one. What is a constellation? Name any two constellations. Here in this question they are asking that what is a constellation and give any two constellations. Constellation nothing but a group of stars that has a recognizable shape is called constellation. So a group of stars which has a recognizable shape is called constellation. Examples Ursa Major, Orion are two examples of constellations. So what is a constellation? A group of stars or a combination of stars which has a recognizable shape is called constellation. Ursa Major and Orion are two examples of constellations. Okay. Next we will go to the next question. Draw sketches to show the relative positions of prominent stars in Ursa Major and Orion. See, this is the Ursa Major and this is the Orion. Name two objects other than planets which are members of the solar system. Here, satellites and asteroids are the objects that two are members of the solar system. Here, two satellites and asteroids are the objects that two are members of the solar system. Name the two objects nothing but satellites and asteroids other than the planets. Okay. Next, explain how you can locate the pole star with the help of Ursa Major. Pole star can be located with the help of two stars at the end of Ursa Major. Imagine a straight line. First we have to imagine this is the straight line and which is passing through these stars. See or observe this figure. These two stars, a straight line which is passing these two stars, extend the imaginary line towards the north direction about 5 times the distance between the two stars. We have to extend this imaginary line 5 times the distance between these two stars. We have to extend the straight line 5 times the distance between the two stars along the north direction. So this line will lead to a star which is not too bright. This star is known as pole star. So this is the location of the pole star. First we have to imagine a straight line which is passing through the two stars. The distance between two stars is 5 times. We have to increase the distance and we have to extend the distance in the straight line. Then we have to locate the pole star. The star, this line lead to a star which is not too bright. So this is the location of the pole star. Pole star is not too bright. Okay, next question. Do all the stars in the sky move? Explain. No, no star moves in the sky. The stars are not moving in the sky. Only they are changing their positions. So they appear to move from east to west because the earth rotates from west to east about its axis. Due to the rotation of earth, they are appeared to move, but actually they are not moving in the sky. Okay. All the stars in the sky move? No, no star moves in the sky. So because of rotation of earth, they appear to move from east to west. Okay. Next, Why is the distance between the star expressed in light years? What do you understand by the statement that a star is 8 light years away from the earth? So, light year nothing but the distance travelled by the light in 1 year is known as light year. So, the distance between star is so large that it cannot be expressed in terms of a kilometer. So, that's why very large distances are expressed in another unit known as light year. So, light year nothing but the distance travelled by a light in 1 year. So, what is the distance travelled in 1 year? That is known as light year. 9.46 into 10 to the power of 12 kilometers. So, if the distance of a star is 8 light years, it means that this distance is the distance travelled by light in 8 years. So, distance between the stars is so large that we cannot measure in kilometer. So, for very large distances, we are using the unit that is light year. Light year nothing but distance travelled by a light in 1 year. So, if the distance of a star is 8 light years, it means that this distance is the distance travelled by light in 8 years. Okay. Next, we will go to the next question. Question. The radius of Jupiter is 11 times the radius of Earth. Calculate the ratio of the volumes of Jupiter and Earth. How many Earths can Jupiter accommodate? Now we will discuss. Here we have to assume that radius of Earth be r units. So let the radius of Earth be r units. Now volume of Earth is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube. So volume of Earth is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube cubic units. And next, now in this question they given radius of Jupiter as 11r. So radius of Jupiter is equals to 11r. So therefore volume of Jupiter is equals to 4 by 3 pi. Here in the place of 11 we are substituting 11r. So 11r whole cube cubic units. Okay. Now therefore now we are calculating ratio of the volumes of Jupiter and Earth. Volume of Jupiter by volume of Earth is equals to 4 by 3 pi r cube by 4 by 3 11 r cube whole cube. So 4 by 3 pi r cube gets cancels. Here 11 r cube, here 11, this is 11 r cube, this is r cube cancel. Here 11 cube nothing but 1331 by 1. So 1331 Earth can be accommodated in 1 Jupiter. So therefore 1331 Earths can be accommodate, accommodated in one Jupiter. Accommodated in one Jupiter. Okay, how many here? How many years can be Jupiter accommodated? 1331 Earths can be accommodated in one Jupiter. Okay, next we'll go to the next question. Bujo made the following sketch of the solar system. Is the sketch correct? If not, correct it. Here it is not correct. 17.3 is a correct sketch of the solar system. See, this is the correct sketch of the solar system. Now, see this correct sketch Jupiter. Here, the next sketch. This is Sun, Mercury, and Venus, Earth, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. See, first Sun, and then Mercury, and then Earth, and then Venus, and then Jupiter, and next Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. This is the correct solar system. Sketch of the solar system. Okay. Thanks for watching this video.